What's up out there? Welcome back to Melvor Idle Adventure Mode, and this is episode 22. We've now had the big 1.0 beta patch hit, and we've got the new astrology skill. We've got all the new content that's been added. This adventure account's still back making money. In fact, right when the patch hit, or right around that time, I got enough money to buy crafting, and I think I had to wait until after the patch hit before I could buy crafting. So I've kind of been working on crafting and then thieving ever since. So let's take a look at where I'm at currently. Like I said, I unlocked crafting, and what I did, I think it was on my hardcore account. I started off with 40,000 leather, and I just let it run leather gloves until it quit. I don't remember what level I hit with that, but it went pretty far. With this account, I did things slightly different. I sort of kept up with some of the, I sort of kept up with some of the higher XP items, like I don't remember where leather boots comes in, but like I didn't go from, say, gloves to boots to cowl to van braces. I just kind of skipped through. I let it run for an hour and then came back and checked it, something like that. So I started off with the leather gloves. That's why those are at level 20. I went over to the leather chaps because they had a little more XP and they bumped it along a little faster. I think I skipped down to the gold rubies and the emerald ruby necklaces. So I ran these for a while. Now, I wasn't planning on running any jewelry through this at all, but these give pretty good XP. Like, you're talking 14 XP to the, what was I on the leather chaps, to 29. So that like doubles it. But then you come over here to these what was I on the necklace? What was it? The gold and ruby. So this one here is 100. One of these was 100. Maybe not. But there's a significant jump to 65. There it is. There's 140. So I did these gold rubies for a little bit. I got a ton of rubies. I got a bunch of gold there. I thought, you know what? It's not going to really take that much resources to get this leveled up compared to the amount of XP I got. And I was in a hurry to get this thing leveled up to a certain point. Basically, what I was trying to do is to get up to the green dragon hide, which comes in at level 57. Once I got those, I converted all of the leather that I had left over into green dragon hide and just started running these things. That's why these are so high at level 51. I ran those for a good long time, and I figured the thing about these, like, you want to probably switch up to if you're really serious about leveling this, you'll switch up to like the blue dragon hide, and then I think the red dragon hide, like as you go, and then the black dragon hide, whatever you can buy or have on hand from whatever you've killed. But I wasn't really worried about getting my level up so much, and in fact, I wanted to dial back a bit, but I wanted enough level because, where are these things? The Thief's Money Sack comes in at level 49, which is what I was crafting here. We'll get into the thieving part here in a minute, but I wanted to be able to at least do these. I can't remember why else I was trying to get up to there. Maybe just the green dragon hide makes money. But basically what I did is I ran through the leather gloves, the leather chaps, the gold ruby necklace, the gold emerald necklace. Then I got dragon hide. I converted all the leather armor or leather pieces that I had over to green leather or green dragon hide. Jesus, it's too early to speak. I converted it over to, where's my pile? I don't see my pile. There's my pile. So I even still have 24,000 pieces left. That was basically taking, I think, 34,000 leather and converting it into 34,000 green dragon hide. And then now I'm making stuff out of that. I just wanted something that was decent XP, which these dragon hide are. They are single item. I only have to burn one. I don't have to burn three. I'm not necessarily hurrying to get to level 99 with this. I needed something that was easy, cheap, didn't use a whole lot of materials, and would eventually tick up the most important thing was the summoning, because I needed to get enough tablets to where this would synergize with the leprechaun, because this synergy right here is the one I was looking for. This is what I was waiting to make money on. Upon receiving a common drop from thieving, automatically sell it for 1,500% of the base sale price. So that, combined with all of the bonuses you get and everything, I thought was going to, this is the one that's supposed to generate just buku bucks. So we got the patch on Thursday night? I think it was Thursday night for me here. I don't remember if it was Wednesday. It might have been Wednesday, but today is Sunday. I've been basically grinding out however long it took to get crafting done, and then I've been thieving ever since. Now, to be fair, on the thieving side of the things, I have been taking breaks and going and doing things like what I'm doing right now, which is crafting up Thief's Money Sacks. I also have stopped here and there to craft up these Gentle Hands potions. I've stopped off to make tablets. Like, I've ran out of summoning tablets twice, I think. I've ran out of leprechaun ones. I'll make 50, 60,000 at a time and then run them out and then go make them again. The monkey ones I've had to make another batch of. I've had to stop and go do certain things. So it's not been a straight thieving grind the entire way. And I haven't really seen anything, like, it's making significantly more money. Say with this agility, the Coalstone's agility, which is obstacle 4, gives you 20% gold from thieving. Rooftop Run on 5 gives you 20% from thieving. You get this Pillar of Generosity, which gives you another 10%. So you're getting 50% extra there. Then you get the little, oh god, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. The Thieving Skill Cape, the sneakers, the Golden Mask, the Gloves of Silence. You throw that little coin purse on, then there's a pendant on here. You throw all that in, you get some decent XP, or gold. With just those items, just the agility pillars and the items equipped, thieving against the king. This is after the thieving rework was done and before 1.0 patch. I was making off of the king I don't have all my bonuses on, but he's between 1 and 7,000 gold roughly per theft. I was making about, say, 6 million gold per hour, somewhere in that neighborhood. Somebody had mentioned in one of the videos about the knight. They said basically the knight, if you use all the same stuff I just mentioned and then add in the monkey tablet and the leprechaun tablet, you're going to make like 16 million, or I'm sorry, not 16 million, 16,000. Yeah, 16 million. It'd be 16 million per hour. That was the claim. And I was like, that seems like a really high number, but it's possible. So I've thieved on quite a few different things. The first one that I would caution against is, if you read this synergy, the synergy itself says, upon a common drop. And this is one where I was looking at this and I was like, oh, okay. If you look at the Court Jester, it says the NPC doesn't have any common drops, so it's pointless to thieve off the Jester. He's not going to give you anything with that synergy. The Princess may or may not be a good one to drop. She's got quite a bit of things on here. I've been going, but she's got this Jade Stone. I thought about thieving her for a while to get that Jade Stone, and then once I get fletching unlocked, convert those into Jade Stone bolts and then make money that way, because that's a good profit there. I haven't tried that yet. I've kind of been waiting to where I could actually open fletching up and then work my way up into that. The king is the one I've spent the most time on, and he gives between, say, 9-10 million an hour, something like that. He's got a ton of these. I think another thing is a lot of this depends on what you get. If you get the lower end cheap crap, you're not going to make a whole bunch of money. If you get a decent amount of mid to high tier stuff, you're going to have a better hour. So I think it's kind of variable. He seems to be a decent drop. I tried the knight for a while. It was about the same, maybe a little better, maybe a little worse. I can't remember. It wasn't like there was no wow factor there. Let's see. I think I've tried maybe a little bit of the Cyclops, the Miner, the Fisherman. I might have tried. The thinking here was whales might sell better. I can't remember my results on this one. But he's dropping all this high-end fish. Well, the cave fish mantas, actually from shark to whale, might make good money, and maybe even carp. I need to try this one again. I did try it for a little while because I do have the fishing hooks. The other thing I started doing, I was like, you know what? So, this all started Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Now we're on Sunday. I thought, I don't have just fletching to unlock now. I also have astrology. So I'm gonna have to let this go for another few days. And I kind of started playing around with it. Well, what happens if I do this, and what happens if I do that? So that's why I've tried like the King and the Knight. I think I tried the Cyclops. I don't remember if I tried the Wizard. I think these I thought would be useless because that's a lot of stuff that doesn't really make much or sell for much. The Miner might be good. I can't remember if I bothered with him or not. I did spend time with the farmer because he dropped some strawberry seeds. And you need strawberry seeds to create the potion for this skill. So I spent a bunch of time with him yesterday. This was, say, 7, 8, 10 million, something like that. It wasn't really great. I think the best I've seen probably is about 11 million per hour. Now, that's not including the potion necessarily or these purses things that I'm building here with crafting. This Thief's Money Sack. That doesn't include those. The Thief's Money Sack gives you a 20% minimum bump. So I've got 2,000 of these things. There's 14,000. I'm making a ton of these. I'm also trying to do skill as opposed to the signet ring here and item preservation. I'm trying to do skills to bump this up as quickly as possible. See if that works. But I have a couple thousand of these bags. They're getting converted over to these money sacks, and we're going to be running. That's the next experiment as to how much money this gets, because I'm about to unlock a skill. So I'm going to kind of start over from scratch, and then I'm going to have a bunch of these money stacks. I've got a bunch of potions ready to go. I need more potions. But I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm really pleased with this. Like I said, I was getting about 6 million per hour before. Doing it this way, I think I can't tell if it's quicker or longer because, like I said, I keep having to stop and spend money to make money. You know what I mean? Like this is costing me out of my money. The summoning tablets. I mean, how many times have I been set back by buying 6,000 of these and 4,000 of these, and they're however many millions a piece to buy. I wasn't buying 20,000 chunks. That was something else, but you get the idea. I mean, summoning really, you drive forward pretty far and then you take a couple steps back because you have to buy this. So you may lose a few hours of progress or an hour or two's progress because you're buying materials for upgrades. So, I had to do that for the monkey. I had to do that for the leprechaun. The cool thing about the monkey, and I'm glad I did this. I am so glad I did this. In the last video, and I released it on specifically to show the method that I was using. And at that time, I was thieving off the king, and I was keeping all the rings I was keeping certain rings and selling the rest. The ones that I was keeping were these low dollar ones that were in the $200. This is, say, the ones that have a 2 in the front. Let's just say that. This is almost 300 gold, but 266, 222, 270, that kind of thing. I was keeping the cheaper end crap. All the ones that were 400, 600, 800, whatever they were, I was selling off for money. So now I've got just a shit ton of these things sitting here, and I've made, I don't know, 80 or 100,000 of these monkey things so far, and I've barely scratched what I have. So there's more than adequate enough. I could probably get rid of several of these stacks too, and they're worth some decent money. So I could probably get rid of some of these stacks, which I may consider to be determined. But the big thing is, I guess I need to keep those, and I need to keep those. The big thing is I've just kind of been flowing around instead of just driving it hardcore making money. I've been taking the time to stop, work up the other things, because this is working up other skills at the same time. I haven't really been in a super hurry to get one of these done or leveled off completely. So that is kind of where we're at with this episode. I am going to unlock a skill. I've debated between fletching and astrology. I kind of think I want fletching right now, to be honest with you. Well, it's a good question. I don't know which one I want. I will add, I love this farming. harvest all, plant all selected. What I basically did is I went through and put like garum on this one, sourweed here. I just went down the list and I ended up with 2 Barrentoe left over. So I grow one of each and then an extra 2 Barrentoe. And I did the same thing on wherever I had enough seeds to do this here. I did that with these too. So I just log in, hit harvest all, plant all selected, and it goes off with the same crop every time. I've been keeping up I love this. This is a great quality of life change. I've been keeping up with all these different seeds. So whenever I go into Herblore, I've got whatever seed I could ever want is just sitting right there to go. Or I'm sorry, whatever herb I need is just sitting right there, ready to go. I may need some other stuff after it, but I can at least do that. Actually, I should do some crafting potions, shouldn't I? Do a bunch of those. Double items, make money. That's the other thing. When I was doing crafting and these dragon hides, I was using those crafting potions to double up the money. Not only do I need the XP to get this up to 99, but I also can use the doubled items that come off this for the extra cash. So that's kind of a win-win. Oh boy, I don't know which one I want to take. I will say that this astrology skill is taking forever. I pretty much started both my hardcore and my standard account right after we got the patch, and they've been running nonstop astrology, and I think I'm on level 93 or something. Like, it's whenever we got that till now, it's just taken forever to get done. So that one's a really long grind. The question, since we're talking about adventure mode here, the question came up because I mentioned in one of my first couple of my video looking at the 1.0 version, I was thinking astrology would be a good skill to take early on in adventure mode. I forgot that you're limited by your combat level. So until you hit combat level 99, you can't max any skills out. So it may or may not be beneficial to take astrology terribly early on. I think from what I was gathering, the consensus was to take astrology once you hit combat level 99. Because unless you hit 99, you can't buy this extra equipment set. So, I mean, the debate could be there that astrology might not be bad to have because you gain some bonuses from it, but you're not going to get the full benefit of it until you can hit level 99 on it. So it may be worth waiting out and then opening it up. It's debatable. I'm not sold on one direction or the other myself just yet, but I could see the viewpoint of it. I still think thieving and agility would probably be my first. But I'm going to buy a skill here. I really don't know which one I want. I think I'm going to take fletching. Just call the shot and fire it. Done. So that's that skill down. I have one skill left, and then I'll have everything unlocked, and we can continue forward. I was considering going into combat mode again for a brief moment to get these necro robes, because, and that's going to set me back 10 million time off of not creating. I'm going to have to drum up 500,000 Slayer coin. I was thinking about doing that yesterday. It went to these venomous snakes, and I was like, all right, I've never fought them. I wasn't going to do it on mobile, so I might do that later today once this finishes. The reason for that is I don't have the full summoning set. I mean, I have the skill cape and the rest of the set, but I'm not getting as many tablets and everything as I possibly could. So if I can buy those, that would help this grind out a little bit. I'm going to have to stop the grind to go do that, and it's probably going to take a day or two to get. So I've kind of been iffy on whether I want to do that or not, but it might be worth grinding out. I don't know that it's going to be enough of a difference to make a difference, though. So that will do it for this episode. So I'm going to save up for the astrology, and hopefully we'll have that by next time. Well, I will have that because it'll be a week. So even if I just let this thing run with no extra tablets or anything, I'm going to have astrology open next week. I should anyway. Should be no reason not to. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.